Hello everyone. Today I wanted to do a comparison. This is another one of those videos where it's kind of like for me to listen back to and see like, okay, how did that go? I want to compare because I've always believed just from going back and forth so long that in my Tele, the humbuckers and single coils in the bridge specifically, humbuckers sound way better with distortion. Single coils sound really good in the in-between tones, like way better in the in-between tones. And they're both good on clean. I think maybe single coils might be better in a different way, and you could always roll off the tone knob. But so I want to do this comparison. I want to compare the Texas Special bridge pickup in my green Tele compared to the little 59 in my everything Tele. And I want to kind of get a comparison because I'm trying to make some decisions, and maybe I'll go on the next video, I'll talk more about that. But this one is just going to be for me to listen back, and you can see like in different situations, whether it be clean, dirty, and distorted, how a sort of hot single coil like the Texas Special compares to a little 59 humbucker in the bridge. And there you go. All right, here we are. Got my green Tele here. We're going through the deluxe and a few different pedals. I'm going to start off with the single coil here. Then we're going to go to the everything Tele with the humbucker. And then I'm going to roll the tone pot down on this because they say if you roll it down a little bit, you can kind of ape a little humbucker there. So I'm going to do that. And that way it'll go and you can have a comparison of both. So it'll go here, everything Tele, then back to here, the tone roll down, and I'm just gonna go through a few different settings. So for me, and for you if you're watching, you can kind of see. So here we go. I listened back to the video after editing it, and it was pretty close to what I thought was going to happen. I did like the single coils a lot more clean. I thought it was just going to be kind of different flavors, but the humbucker, the little 59, it just sounds a little congested when you compare it to a single coil. On its own, it sounds okay, but it actually sounded a little better than I thought in the crunchy tones. It wasn't like as good as a single coil. The single coil, I should have turned the gain up when I compared them. I wanted it to be apples to apples, but because the gain was a little low on the single coils because they were set the same and the humbuckers are hotter, the single coils could have used a little bit more, and I think they would have sounded way better. And then on the high gain, the humbucker was just miles ahead. So it just for me to ponder over in the future. I just don't know. Like, I think I'm gonna keep the everything axe around, but like I don't know if it's just gonna be in another guitar or this one. I want to go from like a crunchy clean or a dirty clean to high gain distortion, and I just need to figure out a way to do that. A good example of that is like Bound to the Floor by Local H, like, and he uses a humbucker. So one thing I'm going to try to do first before I even abandon the everything axe is I might put 1 meg pots in my Tele, brightening up the humbucker even more, see if that works, because he uses a vintage PAF humbucker, I think, for Bound to the Floor. If not, I did accidentally, when I was recording the green Tele in the single coils, like I had to re-record it because the first time I forgot to turn off the Tech 21 Liverpool. And so that ended up boosting into the little Mesa throttle box. And I'm like going, dude, this sounds amazing. And then I'm like going, oh, it's both of them on at the same time. So that's always an option. I know I want to do like a little project guitar where I build it up, and part of me was thinking if I stay with the everything axe, then I'll just do like a vintage style guitar on the side. I want something like with double binding or something, maybe get a body first and then work on my way up on there. And then either that's going to be like my nice vintagey guitar, or I basically try to make my American guitar, try to get my cake and eat it too. Because I think the thing with the everything axe is it's like a good cool thing to have in the studio or something like when you're recording, but live it just doesn't live up to the snuff. So like, yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do, whether it's swapping around pickups or swapping around pots or transferring it over to another guitar and then, you know, having that for recording. Like, oh, this is my everything Tele. It's now a Squire or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that humbucker is a little too hot. Maybe a little 59. Maybe I got to see if someone makes something that's a little more vintage sounding, more bright. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Or I'll figure it out, or no one will figure it out. But anyway, I'm rambling on, and I hope this comparison helped you. Maybe you're thinking of putting a little 59 in, or maybe you want to keep it single coil. Maybe a nice Texas Special will do the job. I don't know, but I don't know. That's the problem. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.